Future 100 here. I would like to preface this episode a little bit with some information. So, the crafting in this game is very complex. Well, complex. It's not as straightforward as one might think, and also a lot of the traits are randomized. Right, so if you see the traits on the raw materials, they're all different. So there's not much I can really show in terms of like how do you actually make your weapon from scratch. But what I can do is say you want these to be on the weapon or armor, these specific stats, right? So that's why I'm not going to show every single little step, but I will show my process and how I do. So there will be a lot of rambling because a lot of the footage is just me talking to myself, mostly trying to figure out the best way to do it. So keep that in mind. It's a lot of what you're gonna need to sort of figure out by yourself based on what you see the different items do, as well as what the different materials go into. It's not that I don't want to help, it's that it really just, unless you guys get exactly the same pieces of raw materials that I do, it's just not really possible to do it. So yeah. And that's that actually. This is just a quick disclaimer, as well as if you want to follow it, but see if you have the same stats and see where they go, and then just eventually try and get them onto the equipment that we've made. So yeah. And with that, guys, let's get started. Hey guys, 100% here. In this episode, I'm going to show you guys how to convert these equipment that we made in the previous sort of video on getting overpowered into better equipment, right? Because except for this mystical wonder, this chest piece, while very good, is not at its peak, right? There's stuff we can add to it to make it even better. Same thing with the charm and the energy pendant. They don't really have many traits, and that's not really what we want. We want to get as much extra stats as possible so we can handle the bosses quite a bit easier. So this will require a little bit of sort of research on your end with how each piece of, or each item sort of works into each other, right? So what I mean is every item sort of keep in mind, or write like a sheet or cheat sheet or something, but each of them have like well, not each of them, but the majority of them have these effects that add like ore or general goods or gases and that sort of stuff, right? And those pretty much correspond to the types of nodes that you're going to be filling up, right? So we are looking for very specific traits for our weapons and armor, right? The weapons, let me just sort by quantity. The weapons, we're looking for 3 effects. Well, actually it's 3 traits that add bonus damage on top of what we're doing, right? One comes from the Ember Stone, which is mana heat, which adds fire damage to all your attacks. Another one we're looking for is, if I can find it, come on, where are you? There you are. Wing Edge, which adds a wind damage to all your attacks, and then at the bottom, because I don't really gather a lot of them, there it is, the Abyss Bolt will give you dielectric, right? So if you see on the side there of the Abyss Bolt, for example, see the 2 symbols, that the top one is magic, the bottom one is gemstone. So this guy can only be put in magic or gemstone, right? This causes a problem with, say, putty. Patty's weapon doesn't accept.
どこに入れようかな。
It doesn't accept gemstone
どこに入れようかな。
or magic, right? So how do we get it on there? Well, if you look, there is, we can build, it's a little bit convoluted, but we can do it. We can build the amberlight, right? The amberlight,
何に
if
し
we
よ
go
うかな。
into it,
どれを強化しようかな。
if we go into it, in previously, it's actually not the amberlight itself. I can actually just show you by doing it. So if you go polishing powder into pearl crystal,
どこに入
there's
れ
the
ようかな。
gemstone, right? So dropping the dialectic, the
さあ
abyss bolt in
何
here
を入れよう。
will allow you to put dialectic on the amberlight, right? Now the amberlight has stone. Stone isn't going to fit in Patty's weapon, right? As far as you know,
入れる場所
doesn't
は
fit, right? But we do have unmet ingots, right? Now we do have an ingot that accepts stone, which is the
ど
ingot,
こに入れようかな。
right? So what you then do is you go to your item rebuild, you go to one of the ingots
ど
you've
こに
made.
入
So
れようかな。
I sort of keep them built, and then I use them as like a template, right? So now here I'm going to add the amberlight in, which is going to add the dielectric in here.
お、いい感じかも。
Okay, finish the craft, put dielectric mana heat, and then let's put
こ
destructive.
れでどうだ。いい感じ。さすが私。
Okay, so now we've got those on there. We got that in there. So now what we want to then do is we want to then duplicate this ingot that we just built.
どのくらい作
So
ろ
I
うか
gotta
な。
don't lose it. Okay, and then
何
with
にしよう
this
かな。
guy, I then go and rebuild
どれを強化しようか
my
な。
current Patty's weapon. Wherever it is, there you are.
と
Because as you see right now, that's the only thing it's missing. It's the dielectric. It's got wing edge and mana heat.
どこに入れよう
So
かな。
now I just go and I drop this guy in here,
お、いい
which will
感じか
then
も。
allow me to
これでどうだ。
get the
いい
three
感じ。
stats,
さすが私。
the three traits that I want on here. And that's pretty much what you're going to be doing. So for your weapons, you want to get dielectric, mana heat, wing edge. This will significantly, and I mean significantly, increase your damage. With that, you can pretty much go through the majority of the mobs with a bit of luck, so if they don't just outright kill you. Then for armor, what we want to get is attack and defense charge as one. So where is it? Going to show you which ones I'm talking about. We want to get these. Attack and, well no, that's attack and speed. Attack and defense, right? So they come from the giant bird feathers, because giant bird feathers at quality 100 plus are considered so tier 2 items, which then have the plus. So you'll have like attack plus, defense plus. So you just go and gather a bunch of them. You can also go and fight
どこに行きますか。
the
よーし
birds
行くぞ
in the Granza Hill.
どうか怖
Very
いこ
good
と
for
だけは
grinding
起こ
here.
りませんように。
Fighting those birds here will give you the giant feathers, will also give you mystical hides, and will give you normal animal hides. And those are pretty high quality because the monsters are a bit stronger. So you'll be able to get the plus traits, right?
どこに行きますか。
With those, you want to try and get attack and defense charge, defense and speed charge, and then HP plus charge, right? Then for your accessories, you're looking for pure and innocent, which are from the spring princesses in the marsh. So let me show you
ど
where
こに行
those
くの
are.
さ。
よーし、今日は
They're
ど
the
んな
only
ことが
ones
起
that
こるか
have
な。
that, right? So you
冒
want to get
険は毎日がドキドキだよ。
pure and innocent because if it allows me to show you, Yeah, here. Increases HP and status ailment resistance. It just makes us tankier and stronger. We don't get like stunned or, well, not stunned, but frozen, burned, anything like that as often. So the Spring Princesses are up there. There's a little nook of nature just up on the right hand side there that you want to be finding the Spring Princess from. I think that, yeah, they're up here. Those guys here.
よいしょ。薬の調合って結
So
構す
you
る
get
か
your
ら。
Spring Princess,
Meh.
and then if we look here, your Spring Princess has Pure and Innocent. Okay? Then you want to have attack and speed, and then defense and speed on your accessories. This will make it so that we've got more defense, more attack, and much more speed. With your items, don't worry too much, but you're looking for destructive plus, and few bonus. If you don't want to grind for destructive plus, get like critical or critical plus or something like that. And then that's pretty much it. What I'm going to show is sort of like a montage of me getting the traits that I need and how I got them. I can't really give you guys a step-by-step on how to do it because not every item will have the traits. So
Meh.
I got the unfortunate event where, for example, if I look here, right, and I go filter by traits, and I go to attack and speed, right? I'm the unlucky person that got it on stone. Now I need to transfer that attack and speed from the stone into something that I can put onto an accessory. It's just going to do a bit of bumping around and checking around and that sort of stuff, but I believe I figured it out. I'm going to be putting it into polishing powder, then into, I think it's
ど
the
こに
sickle,
入れようかな。
which gives it into an ore, and then I can put the sickle into an ingot, and then put the ingot into an accessory. So it's, if you understand what I'm getting at, it's one of those things. But also, I want to make it so that I put it enough polishing powders into the sickle to max out the levels of that, because the higher the level, the more stats we gain from it. So I will show you sort of the end process of when I'm putting it into my accessories. So with that, let's get started.
入れる場所は何入れよっかな。すごいのできちゃうかも。何をしようか悩んじゃうな。すごいのできちゃうかも。お、いい感じかも。
Do they have HP plus?
入れてから考えるのもありかな。
Okay.
どれもよくて
Don't
悩ん
think
じゃ
I'll
うな。
have these guys with HP plus.
さあ何を入れよう。
HP charge.
何をしようか悩んじゃうな。
Okay, but for now that's fine.
さあ何を入れよう。
Keep you guys like that. Grab. Oh, yeah.
さあ
No.
何を入れよう。 お、いい感じかも。さあ
Put a
何
trait
を入れ
in
よ
just to play it safe.
う。どれもよくて悩んじゃうな。
And I want these two. So now with these, I'm gonna go to cross
何入れようかな。
HP B plus. Yes. Oh, there's just one. Nice. Like that I can dump this into a... Do I have a 3? I do not. I do. Okay, now I can dump those, because they have all, into an ingot that I'm just going to build, because I don't care too much for this ingot. This ingot is going to be just to move the stats over, right? So we're gonna put you there. Oh wait, I need to make a bunch, don't I? What is the... 60, so I need 30 of these. That's not gonna work out very well. Do you have all in it? Yes, you do. So I can put you and yourself. So let's make... Let's duplicate this like 10 times. That's gonna bring me to 20. Yeah, but with 10 times... Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. So we go back into this one, and I'm going to, so if we look here, right now we're just trying to level up the HP plus. Right then, because I need to get it to 40, it's going to be 1, I was going to do it. Because you add the stats together, right? So now I'm just taking this guy and I'm adding another 22 to it, which is gonna bump it up to 44. Oh, I needed to get to 60, don't I? So I need to do it one more time. That should bring it up to 60. Okay. So now we've done this. I want to duplicate you, so I can dump another guy in there. Right? Make a different kind of ingot. And then I'm going to duplicate him as well, just in case I need him for something else. So let's item rebuild, we go into the ingots, and we go here and we dump one of you to transfer all the stats into here. And then pick them. This ingot, so let me show you the difference. We go to you. This guy can't level up anymore, so I'm gonna have to rebuild him. But this guy can level up. So we won't be putting the HP plus into here because we don't need it, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go into this guy here. We're going to dump this ingot in. See, the HP plus won't go in there, right? But we can add the speed in there. So let's go here. We put pure and innocent, and then we put these two in there. If you check, it's going to give me 20 of each stat, right? So this is going to give me 40 more speed. So quite a bit stronger than the previous one. So now if we go and we compare them, alright. So if I go over here, go equipment, go to Ryza, So this is the one that I had, right? This is the one that I'm going to be putting on. Much better. Much better. And this is pretty much what we're going to do for chest piece. Chest piece, we want attack and defense. We want defense and speed. So this is going to be the defense beefiness, and then the HP plus. So that's where that ingot's going to go in. The thing is, right now, we are powerful enough to take on
どこに行こうかな。
the giant puni
よ
here.
ーし、行くぞ。
Just even if you make rudimentary ones like these guys are, rudimentary chest piece, just so long as you max out your materials for it, dump all the leathers you can, right? All the cloths you can and all the ingots you can here, statiums for the speed. That's all you really need, and then max them out otherwise, and then we can go and we can pretty much farm the puni at the top here. I will show one combat for it. The good thing about farming this puni is that we can get better traits, because since he is a quote-unquote boss monster, he does give better he gives better traits when he drops items, right? And he's mostly going to be dropping like giant puni balls, and then sometimes he also drops normal puni balls, which then makes it so that we can actually put more we can put them in different things, right? So let me show you the battle here, and then I will cut over to me making the item for the chest piece. Well, making the chest piece as well as the item that I'm going to be dumping in for the stats.
これなら大丈夫そうだ。そこだ。よっ。
連続よ。そこ。やっ。そこ。よっ。連続よ。
パティ、僕に合わせて。よっ。
連続よ。みなさい。
走れ。炎よ。
Both.
固まってるならやっちゃうよ。
パティ、僕に合わせて。
連続よ。剣の舞。この剣が見えるはずだ。連続よ。パティ、援護ライザさん。ライザスク。そこだ。よっ。届いて。まだまだ。
Oh, we should live, yeah. Just, but we'll live. Who are you attacking? He's down.
そこ。届いてるよ。
So the problem there was I was a little bit overzealous with it, but we should be okay. Let's save Ryza because Putty heals with crits. So, as you can see. So we're doing fine now. More than good enough. And yeah, so easy fight if I'm actually paying attention. Tao doesn't die, right? We also level up, and you see here we get the better quality items, and that's how we farm the better stuff. Otherwise, which you can also go and farm, which is what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to go to the Grenza Hill, and I'm gonna fight these birds here. Right? I'm looking for the defense and attack, and then defense and speed items. If they give me those, I will be happy, and I will be able to essentially just make my chess piece even better. We should get him easy, yeah. He's dead. But as you can see, I've got what? Half of my items are properly built, and I'm already just dominating. Right, so you see here we've got some good items. This one is B grade, so that's good. These are also B grade, but they didn't get the right stats on this. So I'm just gonna keep farming them until I get the right stats. Once I'm done, I will see you back at the atelier with the plan to make the chess piece. Because now we're gonna be making one chess piece higher than what I've got. Make me even better.
よー、どんな相手でも油断は禁物です。そこだ。よっと。はあ。正解。連続よ。そこ。やっそこだ。よっと。はあ。正解。任せた。連続よ。そこだ。よっそこ。はあ。はあ。届いて。そこ。楽勝楽勝。さあ、早く進もう。 入れる場所はお、いい感じかも。お、いい感じかも。お、いい感じかも。新しいものができちゃいそう。 何を入れよう。さあ、何を入れよう。何入れよっかな。お、いい感じかも。お、いい感じかも。 いい感じかも。何入れよっかな。お、いい感じかも。こんな感じかな。これなら強くなるはず。入れる場所はお、いい感じかも。お、いい感じかも。 すごいのできちゃうかも。お、いい感じかも。どれもよくて悩んじゃうな。いっけ
ー。Alright, and we're back. So we did a little bit of farming, not too much, and I got the 2 stats, the 3 stats that I need, I believe. Yeah, because I need the... Where is it? I need defense and speed, right? Which is either animal parts or ore, but the ore one is kind of the one that I want. Right, so we're good there, and then we had to get attack and defense, right? Which we picked up. Attack and defense. Now we picked that one up on animal parts, which is thread, right? So now I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna combine these. Another one that I want is HP plus, which I'm sure I have quite a bit of. Yeah, 5, and yeah, it's on it's on animal parts as well, all thread, so we're good there. I've also got it in here, which is pretty good because it's on the all one. So what we want to do now is we're going to combine them. We're gonna sort of throw everything together, right? So let's see, where was the, because we could combine them in the cloth, right? Because we've got here, we can get the attack and defense, right? So throw you in here. And over here we've got, we can now put in our defense and speed, right? So just throw one in, we don't need to throw two more in. And then, do I have one with HP plus? I do not. Do I have an HP plus guy here? I do. Just one, that's all I need. Oh yeah. I'll just throw you in here. Just to finish this guy. What's important is that this one has a plant, right? So what can we do with plants? Well, we can throw it into the green neutralizer. Only thing we really have to do is make sure that we pick up this one over here. Right, that's sort of the most important thing that we can do right now. Then with that, we pick up our 3 traits. And we rebuild into each other until we get the desired trait, right? So it's lumber. If I remember correctly, well, we'll see now. Wait, put one out. So let's see, you go up to 40, you're good, you go up to 40, and then you go up to 60. So once we combine these guys, make one more. Duplicate this guy. And then we'll rebuild these two together. Under here, this should max them out. You have 40 and 60, which is perfect. And then I want to get, yeah, and I want to get the traits done here. This will give us stone. Stone will allow us to put it into an ingot. And then the ingot will allow us to put it into the chess piece we want to make. Right? So we do all that, we pick up the 3 stats we want. Perfect. Now I will be back once I'm ready to build the item. So see you in a bit. Alright, so I'm back. So let's build this guy. Now the good thing is, because we can fight the giant puni, right, we can make puni leather. And the puni leather, if we look at this, gives us all stat and attack and defense, which is pretty good. Alright, we've already built our neutralizer now with the stats that we want to put in today. So let's build it. This thing's going to be quite a bit better than what we've got. Not in, well, in raw stats as well. So we have to start with the cloth. So starting with cloth, we just put in fiber. These guys don't matter too
何
much,
入れようかな
but let's just make sure that it goes through.
さあ何を入れよ
And we throw in our stat stick, essentially.
う何入れようかな
Throw in red. And over here, I've got a 2 silk, which is good.
新しいものが
The
できちゃいそう
less steps you can make it up,
さあ
the
何を
better,
入れよう
right? So it's up to you on how you want to do this, but
何を
it's,
入れよ
the less the better,
おい
because
い
it just
感じ
means you
か
can
も
throw in more. So for example, if you went and farmed better sheep, you could do this with 1 step less, which means
新しいものができちゃい
you
そう
use up, you get 1 more puni leather at the top,
何
right?
入れようかな何入れようかな
Throw one of you,
すごいのできちゃうかも
throw one of you,
おいい感じかも
we put one of you in here.
あれちょっと変わりそうさあ何を入れよ
Here
う
it
さあ
doesn't
何を入れよ
matter. This is why we sort of lose out a lot of points because we have to put 4 items in
う
here.
ちょっと変わり
It's
そう
okay, it gives us 5 for the pretty leather that we just drop in here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Giving us some pretty rounded stats
どれ
actually.
もよくて悩んじゃうな
And then we want to put HP plus 60, attack and defense, and
これ
defense
で
and
どうだ
speed. Okay, so we haven't even rebuilt it yet, and we've got a lot of space to rebuild, right? And it's already better than ours. It's already much better than ours. And we're gonna make it even better, just to sort of round ourselves out quite a bit more. So let me go gather all the materials that I'm gonna need in order to rebuild it, and then I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So this one's gonna be a bit tight. We might not be able to. We'll see.
これなら強くなるはず
That's why I did it from a cloth, because like that's level 2, because it's gonna require a lot of materials. So at first we need 2 here,
すごいのできち
2
ゃうかも
bestial ears just to get the defense up.
さあ
Then we
何を
want
入
to
れよ
put
う
6 of you, so we can grab
さあ
this one
何
here,
を入れよう
2,
さあ
put
何
2
を
in
入れよ
here. Then we
うさ
want
あ何を
to
入れよ
put 1 with 2, like that we use up less points. Keep in mind, each item you put in gives 1 level, plus a level per pip that goes up, right? So you kind of want to be very tight with this.
うおいい感じかも
So you see, it might actually be more economical to go with 2 of
いろいろや
these
ってみ
than
たい
2
な
of these, right? But we can even go like this. You see?
すごいので
I
きちゃうか
think
も
we're just going to make it.
おいい感じかも
It's gonna be close. One of the puni leathers. Yeah.
おいい感じか
Oh,
も
just
いい
enough.
感じかも
So yeah, we want to grab all the big things. So we get the enhanced skills, we get the defenses, and we get the mobility, which increases our speed
何
more.
をしようか悩ん
And
じゃ
then
う
of
な
course, make sure you grab the right
こんな感じかな
stats up.
いい感じさすが私
Then make a pretty beefy chest piece. So let's have a look. Against my old one. I mean, yeah, 40 stats bigger in everything, essentially. Makes us much more
どれ
durable.
がいいか
Can
な
I duplicate this guy? I cannot. I'm gonna need to be right back, because I think I also need to duplicate this guy here. Yeah, I need to duplicate this guy here for the 2, and then I need to rebuild him because he's already level 59 and I messed up somewhere, so I'm gonna make it better. So I'll be back when I have the materials for this guy, and I would have already duplicated these. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
何作っ ちゃおうかな。どこに入れようかな。どこに入れようかな。入れる場所はすごいのできちゃうかも。お、いい感じかも。あれ、ちょっと変わりそう。何をしようか悩んじゃうな。どれがいいかな。何作っちゃおうかな。入れる場所はどれを強化しようかな。入れる場所は何入れよっかな。何作っちゃおうかな。入れる場所はどれがいいかな。どのくらい作ろうかな。じゃーん、こんな感じかな。何作っちゃおうかな。どこに入れようかな。何入れよっかな。さあ何を入れよう。さあ何を入れよう。新しいものができちゃいそう。さあ何を入れよう。これなら。
ねえ、どこに行くのさ。
よーし、とりゃー。よーいしょ。よーいしょ。よーいしょ。よーいしょ。どこに行きますか。よーし、行くぞ。
ねえ、どこに。
よーし、行く。とりゃー。よーいしょ。よーいしょ。よーいしょ。とりゃー。どこに行きますか。よーし、とりゃー。 どこに行きますか？よーし、よーいしょ。よーいしょ。とりゃーとりゃ
はあ、これなら大丈夫そうだ。そこだよっはあ、
ー連続よ。そこやっはっ
そこだ
届いた。
よっはあ、ライザ任せた。
楽勝楽勝。さあ早く進もう。よーいしょ。よーいしょ。どこに行きます？何作っちゃう？どれを使おうかな。いらない材料を使うべきだよね。いらない材料を使うべきだよね。これでいいかな。よーし、できた。どれがいいかな。どのくらい作ろうかな。うまくいくかな。たくさん何作っちゃおうかな。入れる場所はいろいろやってみたいな。どれがいいかな。いっけー。何作っちゃどれがいいかな。いっけー。何にしようかな。どこに入れようかな。いろいろやってみたいな。
ねえ、どこに行くのさ。
よーし、行くぞー。そりゃ
こっちの木は島で採れる木よりもがっちり中身が詰まってる感じがするね。
ー。よーし、どこに行こう。何作っちゃおうかな。さあ何を入れよう。
Alright.
いろいろやってみたいな。
And we're back. Alright, so this one's gonna be very tight as well. I think I worked it out to be just enough, but I may have it wrong. But let's see.
すごいのできちゃうかも。
So we want to grab you, throw in one more sand
何
here,
入れようかな。
and then we throw one gemstone
何を
here.
入れよう。
Then, to get as many stats in here as possible, we throw in 8 of you. Because I don't think we can... No, we can't. Yeah, so it's gonna be 8 of you. We throw in Pure and Innocent. Then we reboot this guy. So let's go sort by wind. So again, we want to make sure that we use the least amount of items possible per node. Right? So we're gonna try this guy, and then over here we're gonna put one with the least amount. And we're looking at... Oh, I forgot to make one of those. My bad. Actually make 2, and it will just make life a little bit easier. Right, because what we're gonna do then is this. We're gonna put one of you with one of 2. I think the numbers, like the working out, comes out to exactly the same. But yeah, we'll just run with that. So one of you, and then one of your 1 cost. And then over here, we want to put 2 3s. Over here, we want to put 2 2s. So here we can actually be... where... Did I forget to actually... I did, didn't I? I forgot to pass this on to one of the ingots. So, rebuild. Let's take one of these guys and then throw you in it. Just to grab the 3 stats we want. And then we can go back in to the... I'm leaving this in so you guys see the process that sort of happens, right? That you go through when you're doing this kind of build. Just because these ones are so incredibly tight that you really want to be sure you have exactly what you want. And don't think like, oh, it will work out. It doesn't, right? It won't work out. So here we want to dump in the 2 stats that we want plus one of these guys for the skill enhancements. Then we want to put... I think this one I actually don't have what it takes to do it super efficiently. We can do it like this. 1, 53. I think that's all the stats. Yeah, so now we can do 2, 3, 4. No! Okay, but we can just do that so we can get 10 more life. It's not like it's bad. I mean... Ooh, wait. Where's the trait on this? Oh, there's a trait. Here. So let's throw in something with 2. Yeah, and then I can't afford the extra. Yep, so we just leave it for now. It's fine. I would rather have the status ailment. So now if I were to equip her with all the new stuff, right? You guys can have a better idea of... I've already put this guy in, and this guy goes in as well. So, pretty good stats, I would say. Pretty good stats to sort of start off with. First dungeon. Let's see if I can... If I can't, I'm just gonna go quickly. Yeah, I can't. So I'm gonna go quickly, farm a bit, and I will do a showcase of the gear so you guys get to see what it's like. And with that, I'll be right back. And then let's go duplicate times 2. Times 2. No! Really? Could I just get rid of just about anything? I just need what? 8k? That was painful. There we go, that should do it. So now I just equip you guys. These guys are gonna get much stronger now. Boom. Boom. And boom. So everybody comes out to about the same stats, which is actually quite nice, come to think of it. And then you. Right, so right now this is what we're looking like. Alright, now for the showcase. Since I showed you guys fighting the giant pony, I'm going to give the showcase at fighting the giant pony again. But I would say right now there's not much stronger we can actually become. There is a bit of like, you can argue that getting attack charge plus, and then I think it's attack and speed on your weapon, or maybe even just mana heat or wing, whichever, right, might be better. But I think it's down to preference, right? I like doing a lot of individual points of damage, even if they're not like super strong or anything like that. But yeah, this is to show difficulty. I am on legendary. I am level 29. Let's go. So he does like no damage as well. Nice. Let's do that. Or this is just better. And there we go. Much easier to deal with, as you guys can see. So now grinding can happen a little bit easier. And yeah, that's it for this guide. We are now ready to tackle the catacombs, and then the story will carry on until we reach an area over here, which will then be our next sort of gear upgrade, and then we'll move further down and carry on with the story. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I will be finishing this game, and I will do it all from legendary. All the grinding will be shown. I will tell you when the grinding happens, up to where I go, But I feel at level 30 we're about strong enough to handle the catacombs. If not, we're gonna do a bit of grinding. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.